Disclaimer, I'm not the best reader right now and I am still like gone off my head. So I'm a bit high. So bear with me. So I'm gonna pick a story. I took some I mixed it up, so this relationship section. What's the other one? Damn, there's like relationship, friendship, roommate, civil rights, and like content warning. But the content warning ones, I'm gonna make sure that it's appropriate for me to say because I don't want my episode to be taken down and I don't want to offend anyone. So yeah. This one's gross, but trigger warning. It is, yeah. So it says, am I overreacting? Found incest porn in my boyfriend's search history. Excuse me, I'm looking. So that's his search. Like, okay, this is her confronting him. So I'm gonna read some. Okay, man, that's just the title. If you actually had watched the stuff, you'd know majority of shit be like that. Look, man, I can't even explain how porn works if you don't know. It's all actors, I'm well aware. They're mainly just titles. I don't need to hear anything about porn on my phone or how you feel about it. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get into the story. It's quite long. But yeah, for context, my boyfriend 22 and I, female 22, have been together on and off for a little over a year and a half. We've had our fair shares of issues stemming from disrespecting one another and being sneaky towards the other. Both of us have an understanding that we are committed to this relationship and that we both take it serious. I'd say for the past 6 to 8 months, we've been doing just that. But these past few weeks have been off. Okay. At first, it's just started as him going through my iPad and phone while I was sleeping. I noticed, but I didn't mind, so I didn't bring it up. As mentioned, we both have a history of being sneaky towards the other, so if he needed the reassurance every now and then, I wasn't going to get it in the way. Huh? If he needed reassurance every now and then, I wasn't going to get in the way. Oh, after a while, I noticed he was going through my iPad and phone almost every night. I was at his house about 3 nights a week. 3 nights a week. Damn, you lot stay over like that. Like, damn, like 3 nights a week. I'm lucky if I get Friday to Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, 3 nights. Is that 3 nights? Friday, one night, Saturday. No, that's two. Anyway. Where was I? See, I always do this. It was strange, but I didn't mention it. Then he started to bring up old things I did, which into me bringing up old things he did and just wasn't a good time. We talked it out and tried moving forward, but I couldn't help to feel like he's projecting. For maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I had this itch to go through his phone. For whatever reason, I held off. Chill. Until last night, he fell asleep before me and I let my curiosity get the best of me. I saw some distasteful things like screenshots of him and his female friends talking shit about me and a video of some random girl showing her outfit in this recently deleted. A girl messaging him on Instagram saying, I miss laughing and sending memes, with no past conversations in the chat implying he deleted it. And then porn was found. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, this guy deadass played you. Like, he's chatting shit about you to other girls. He's a weirdo. Chill. Anyway, this morning I brought up everything I saw besides the porn. He was being weird from the minute I brought it up that I went through his phone. He refused to give it to me so I could show him what I saw and was trying to say, okay, I'll hand it to you once I go to the kitchen to get water, while he brings his phone. I called it out and I said, I feel like you're trying to delete stuff. He tried saying anything I saw last night would still be in his phone and he wouldn't delete anything. He eventually gave up his phone and that's when I brought up the weird messages and videos. He seemed to have an excuse for everything. It didn't seem like it added up, but it wasn't so far-fetched either. The conversation did, however, turn into a big argument, so I left. When I was driving home, I realized I had gotten so heated I didn't even bring up the porn. So I messaged him about it. He said things like, it's the title, they're all actors, but I had found so many links related to incest porn on multiple different dates. It seemed odd that 1, he clicked so many videos implying incest, 2, that he even had a desire to click on the videos in the first place. Call out the tea, because what the hell are you doing? He even had the desire to click on the video and, oh, I'm not into porn these days, and he expressed to me in the past that watching random people have sex isn't really something he can get off to. I think it's where to see regular porn I wouldn't have minded this much, and even just one link to incest porn would have been strange, but not too crazy, as I know porn sites can take you to other links, but there were so many besides the 2 pictures I took. I want to believe him, but it seems so odd, and his response didn't help either. It gives me a really nasty taste in my mouth and makes me want to break things off with him. I don't post much on Reddit. I don't want to bring it up to any of my friends or family, so I'm asking you. I need to know if I'm overreacting. Personally, anything to do with incest, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. Stuff like that really makes me, makes my body like sick. It makes me like yuck, like I'm gonna vomit, I'm gonna puke. Like, it's not cute one bit. Like, what do you mean your man is watching a video? Incest porn. No, you're not overreacting. I think he's a weirdo. He's a creep. He's there even talking bad about you. And then when you're confronting him about it, he's trying to take his phone back. It's not even making sense. But yeah, let's see what people have said. They're like, so far as the porn is concerned, it is true that a ton of videos are titled like that. And in the videos, there's not a ton of reference to the familial relationships. That being said, it's also just taboo, which makes it a hot ticket item for people, even if they have no desire to seek it out in real life. I definitely think that's pretty harmless. And the cam websites are common pop-ups if you're on Pornhub and popular porn sites. Now, all of that being said, it sounds like everything else you found in his phone is incriminating enough, and he should have been far more respectful towards you when you brought up the porn. Even if he thought it was no big deal, he should have still heard you out. You're young as hell. You don't even need to waste your time on this dude, especially if things have been rocky since the jump. I promise that. Okay. I mean, like I said, I don't know about porn in terms of like how people like clickbait, I guess, with titles. But even if I saw a title that said incest, that wouldn't intrigue me one bit. Like, I would just think, what are you doing watching people do stuff like that, especially if they're related? I think that's a very uncomfortable topic to even watch. Like, I wouldn't stay with him. I get it, but like, no, I don't get it. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just feel like, nah, man, you don't need to stay with him. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo. Weirdo. Anyway, we're gonna pick another story. We're gonna come out of yeah, okay. This one is, where is that? I just saw it. Oh, sorry. Am I overreacting? I made a bad joke with new friends and sort of got betrayed for it. Am I overreacting? Okay. So this story is actually quite long. Yeah, okay. It was only posted yesterday. Wow. Anyway, it says, before I start, I understand that I'm in the wrong. I just wonder, am I weird, dumb for being sad about it? A while back, I reconnected with some old friends from middle school. We weren't really friends in middle school, and actually she was pretty popular back then. She kind of made fun of me sometimes. But we didn't really end on bad terms, so I was open to talking to her and hanging out as adults. So she invited me to this New Year's party. I went and had fun a bit. There was her boyfriend there. What? There was her boyfriend there. I was pretty nice to him. He seemed either pretty quiet or not to like me that much. Everybody else there was pretty fun and nice. I understand that if someone is pretty quiet around you, they probably don't want to socialize with you. She invited me to hang out again, except not a party at her place. I came there and there were people I didn't know at all, and also her boyfriend. Before I get into it, I want to preface this by saying I have autism, ADHD, and Asperger's. I don't know what that bit is, so do forgive me. I recently realized we do not use that word anymore. I understand I'm only using it now for clarification for those that don't associate with the word with a Nazi, but I don't know. What? I don't know. But instead, we're like myself, who didn't realize we don't use it to describe So, she's given a disclaimer of the word that she's using. Okay, I'm also realizing I have rejection dysphoria, aka a hard time moving on from things without them affecting me. Okay. I'm on the high end of the spectrum. Most people meet me and are surprised to know that I have this diagnosis. I'm pretty good for the most part, blending in and hanging out with neurotypicals. Not. I'm good at maybe masking most of the time. Imagine I give off uncanny valley to a lot of neurotypicals. So sometimes I do and say weird things. I really try to keep it at a minimum, but somehow sometimes the weird things come out and my life sucks. Okay. You know what? Hell yeah, like, this is you. It wasn't really a choice for you to be born that way, but you're accepting it. You've acknowledged it. And you know what? You go, girl. At the hangout, I left the room they were... Oof, yeah. At the hangout, I left the room they were in for a bit and recentered to find my old friend and her boyfriend there alone. And I made a joke. Hey, you guys were in here alone for a while. Were you guys having sex? Right. The guy immediately snapped at me and said, hey, you don't know us that well, and you shouldn't say shit like that. Something like that. He said some other things, but I don't really remember them. Just that, but they were definitely mean. Afterwards, I was so upset at myself. Why did I say that? Why did I think that was going to be funny? If he was uncomfortable, I completely understand. I just didn't expect him to be so hostile towards me. I genuinely didn't think that was going to be the response, and I want to crawl into a hole. I feel like he spoke to me in a way he didn't care about how he responded to me or how awkward it made it. I asked a few other guys, friends that are sort of close to me, what their response would have been if a girl made an awkward joke you didn't know that well and you did not like it. Most of them said the hostility wasn't necessary. People make odd, silly jokes all the time. They would have shot back with another stupid joke or laugh. Some people say he didn't know me and that's why he responded the way he did, but there's no way I would have seriously wanted to ask if they were having sex, even if I did not know them at that well. I know better enough to ask about stuff like that. I understand, of course, their responses don't... Oh, see? Some of these words are saying, chill. Yeah, okay, okay. I'm getting there. Where was I? Oh, don't negate how uncomfortable it makes someone else feels. It's just hard not to take it personal when I meant nothing by it. He acted like I was genuinely inquiring about their sex life. But then again, what are you supposed to say to that? I get it. It reminds me of how I was bullied by the cute guys in school who decided not to like me because I wasn't their preferable level of attractiveness. I know this because they were regularly said things to me like, you're so ugly. You should just become lesbian and date guys. I was awkward and weird, double negatives to be treated like a person. Damn. High school has been years and I still remember that particular thing, and I also didn't become a lesbian. Surprise, surprise, not everyone found me unattractive for reason enough to switch to girls. I don't really care about their opinions because the other day I watched them laugh at a bigger person jogging in the park and it made me believe it had less to do with me and more to do with them thinking anyone not attractive to them deserves lesser treatment. It just hurts. Anyway, he's now dating my childhood best friend, not the friend I mentioned anymore. And I know I can't control who she dates, but it does hurt that she is dating a guy that was a jerk to me. Am I overreacting? So, in regards to that story, I feel like I don't really like that thing where because you're not a certain caliber or you're not as attractive, they start treating you different. I don't agree with that. I kind of felt like that as well growing up. Like I thought, you know what, I'm not as attractive like them. I'm not pulling I'm not getting the guys like, because I was very like, you know, I was very like tomboyish and stuff, you know. Like I feel like I was going through an awkward stage and I was getting to know my body and stuff. So, but yeah, I genuinely felt like because I didn't fit a lot of people's or guys, like, you know, preferences, I just thought I was ugly. Like, but now when I look at myself, I'm like, you're so tea, like, you're so tea. You're not always going to be everyone's cup of tea unless you're like universally pretty, then good for you. You know what? Hell yeah, like, good for you. But I love myself just the way I am. I'm learning to love myself more and stuff like that. I feel like what she said, you know, some people take it differently. So I feel like what she said was a bit inappropriate, but she mentioned that she has these not disease, conditions, sorry. So it makes her say things that she didn't intentionally mean. And I think the way the guy spoke to her was very much uncalled for. He should have never spoken to her like that. So yeah, it wasn't as bad of a story, but I just don't like hearing that people treat other people different because they're not deemed pretty. I've seen it. I don't really like that, you know. I'm just like, just because they're not on your caliber, now you want to be moving like you're the prince of, you know, Egypt. Come on, let's be guided, let's be humble, let's be nice. It doesn't kill to be nice to someone. You know, it can make their day. I try to be very mindful of what I say to people because I don't want any sort of blood on my hands. I don't want someone to be like, I am the way I am because of you. Ouch. I don't like stuff like that. So on to the next question. On to the next story. Chill. Listen, I'm not here for the long ones, you know. But okay. Gotta find a good one. Am I overreacting for getting drunk and crashing out over a guy who I like for more than a year, only for him not to choose me in the end? And this was actually posted 46 minutes ago. Bloody hell. This guy was my classmate, a typical shy, quiet, reserved person during the first year. No one from school really noticed him except for me. No attention from girls, teachers, and everyone else. Literally no one at all. I began to catch feelings for him because he was quite interesting and he wasn't like the other loud, goofy boys on school at all. I began to know what he likes, his hobbies, are playing the piano, singing, dancing. I mean, who wouldn't fall for the shy guy who has multiple hobbies? This is sounding like a novella. Like, this is sounding like a fairy tale. Okay, period. Here. I didn't even know he was so talented like that. I started to notice that we had a lot of similarities, and the music we listened to, the artists we love, our fashion taste, and our personality, especially our personality, we were so alike. Luckily, me and my classmate, along with him, started to hang out numerous times during the end of our school year. We kept exchanging multiple glances, smiles, and convos. I really thought that was something. Chill. However, during our second year of high school, everything changed. He wanted to join on a dance group, and I was one of the people who really encouraged him to join. He got in. However, he met a girl that was such a good dancer like him, and they became closer since the girl was so clingy towards him. I thought that wasn't much of a big deal since he looks at me with a smile on his face and was still shy towards me. It's like he's the one who has a crush on me and not me. My friends keep telling me that he's just in denial and I was just oblivious. But spoiler alert, they both got together after a month, and the sole reason he wanted her back was because the girl told him she likes him. That is so peak. Like, that is so peak. You know, I don't like hearing stuff like that. Because that is so peak. Because imagine you like this guy all this time and all you had to do is tell him you liked him and you could have been with him. But you know, nowadays, no one wants to be rejected. Like, I'll be damned if someone was like to me, I'm not going to lie to you, like, I'm not attracted to you like that. I don't like you like that. But you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous, but you're not my type. Burning. I am not coming in. I'm burning. Listen, he's getting hate from me because you could have just said, nah, I'm good, you know, I'm gay or something. I'm in a relationship. But to say to me, oh, your chest is burning. I hear it. Okay. When I found out, I didn't know what to do, so I just got drunk and cried it all out. Was I a coward for not confessing first, or was I just delusional in the first place? I just don't get how they got together without really knowing about each other that much. His close friends told me this, by the way. Is it because his first time Is it because it's his first time experiencing a relationship anyway? There goes my 1 year plus of liking him all down the drain. Am I overreacting? Oh, you know, I've never had experience like that in school, actually. No, I didn't have an experience like that in school. I think that's so like puppy love. Like I can get how she feels if she liked the guy, and you know the guy, because they're both young. I think she said, did she say she's like 18 or something? They must be in like school or something. So I just feel like you're still a little bebe. So like enjoy yourself. Don't take it too personal. Like you will find someone else that genuinely likes you. You know, that young love is so refreshing because you don't have much to worry about. So I feel like she shouldn't keep it, like it shouldn't harbor her, like her emotions. Like she shouldn't be sad about it. I think she should just, you know what, it's life. Like there'll be plenty of fishes, because there is plenty of fishes in the sea that will want to be with me. So, but give yourself time to enjoy and explore and get to know yourself. I feel like to be so young and to be in such a committed relationship, I just feel like, what the hell are you doing at such a young age? Like, you should be doing jumping jacks or going to the library. Hell, like, damn, tie your shoelace or something. Like, why are you dating a guy at such a young age? Like, no. Anyway, next story. Period D. Okay, this one here, I think is a violation. I think it's a violation. It says here, am I overreacting for wanting to break up with my boyfriend? Oh, with my partner after he told me he kissed a toad by dating me. A toad? A toad? A toad? Taking the absolute piss take. Piss take. And this is a short story as well, you know, so thank God. My partner told me that he kissed a toad by dating me, saying that he made me into a princess, someone better that I wouldn't have been without his interventions. He said he's made me the woman I am today and leveled me up. He's come from money and I don't, but this comment made me feel extremely sad and down about myself. When I expressed how it made me feel, he said it was a joke and that it's my fault. I interpreted it as an insult. I know it was meant to be, but because he was upset when he said it after bringing up how I used to date someone else before him who he felt was lower than him because of his social status. Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you think you could just talk to me like I'm some sort of trash on the road? Like, what do you think this is? What? I kissed a toad and made you a princess. Because of you, you are the woman you are the woman you are today. This God knows not to put me in certain situations, because that guy would have got slapped so hard because he comes from money. And you think you can just insult me? I'm sorry, but I'm that type of person. I think there's truth behind jokes. There's no way you just thought to say to your partner, oh, I do forgive me, guys. We did have some technical glitches. My iPad storage decided to bloody anyway. But yeah, that story. Ciao. One more. I just think that's really insulting. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's so disrespectful, especially coming from a man. I was saying this to my sister, like, I don't really like when men are very distasteful in terms of saying to a girl, like, oh, like in front of her, or yeah, she's ugly. Like, this girl is so ugly. I just think, who are you? Like, it's so disgraceful as a man. How can you talk like that to a woman? Same with a woman as well, but I'm just focused on men right now. I just feel like, who are you as a man to now say to a woman, you're so ugly, you're so like, to even say, I kissed a toad and made you into a princess. I just think, how can you say that? Like, you said that. I don't know, I don't really like when men talk like horrible about their girlfriends or someone that they're with. I think, like, you don't really love them, do you, if you're talking like that? Like, chill. Not too much. Not too much. Anyway, one more. Okay, this is the last one, but this one seems Yeah. Okay, my boyfriend 18 and I am 18, have been dating for 2 years. A few days ago, he accidentally revealed he doesn't want to date someone who doesn't do shit to fix it. Speaking about my weight. Oh shit. If my camera dies one more time, if it pauses one more time. No, real talk, like I was mid-story, like, what the hell? Yeah, back to the story, I'm gonna have to read it again. But yeah, my boyfriend 18 and I 18 have been dating for 2 years, and a few days ago he actually accidentally revealed he doesn't want to date someone with he doesn't want to date someone who doesn't do shit, sorry, to fix it. Speaking about my weight, for some context, ever since we started dating, he has helped me recover from my eating disorder, and I have of course gained weight, but I gained a little over than what I know and I should have. I'd like to mention I diet, I try to be active as healthy as I'm able to right now since I'm still in school and dependent on my parents. After he indirectly told me I haven't been the same since, I cry more often, haven't been sleeping, I haven't shown the same signs I did while I had ED. Last night he told me something. He can't even look at me. He can't even look at me. I haven't gained much weight. He already sort of hates me. Am I overreacting? Should I just try harder than crying? Yikes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've picked the wrong stories, you know. It's really upsetting. I just think, like, I don't know, when it comes to relationships and your partner, I do feel like make sure you're with somebody that loves you just the way you are. And of course, when you have your trials and tribulations, like, you know, if you suffer from mental health or if you suffer from some sort of eating disorder, whatever it is, whether it's detrimental, whatever, I feel like as a partner, it should be their obligation to be there and support you. And I feel like, please clap for yourself and commend yourself that you even put on weight. Because I know it's a struggle for some people with eating disorders to even eat, to even sit down and eat, and to even put on weight. So the fact that you put on weight, I'm going to give you accolades. I'm happy that you put on weight. However, I'm not happy that he's actually dead ass sitting in your face and belittling the way you look. I just feel like the type of partner I want them to love me head to toe. I come with what I have, okay? I never want to be with a man that makes me feel ugly or makes me feel less than a woman. Or one thing I'll never stay with is a man that is gonna say stuff about my weight in a negative way. There's ways to tell people if they've gotten bigger or if they've gotten smaller, to kind of consider their feelings, not in a way of, I don't know why I'm staying with someone that doesn't do shit to fix it. I feel like that's disregarding her efforts, the fact that she's even put on weight. If she's not good enough for you, brother, hit the dough, ho. I'm talking about in it. Like, hit the dough. Like, what do you mean? I don't like stuff like that. Like, I don't like stuff like that. It makes me upset because there's actually girls out there that would stay with guys that just talk to them like shit. Not me though. Yeah, I'll stay safe. So I feel like she needs to do the right thing. She is very young and leave the guy. I think she said she's 18. Did she say she's 18? Yeah, man. You're 18. You've been together for 2 years since you were 16 and this is how he's talking to you. It starts young, yo. It starts young. So I just feel like he's not for you. You need to leave him at the door. Leave him at the door. Leave him at home. Break up with him. You'll be with someone that is going to love you for you. And I think that's the best type of love. Like, I love seeing people in love. Like, you can tell when their girl or that man, especially a man, you can tell when a man loves his girl. God, if you hear me, I hope and pray I experience that one day. I think everybody should experience that type of love. Male, women, whatever your gender is, I feel like everybody deserves that love. I don't like, you know, a different type of love. Like, I don't like an abusive type of love. I don't like love like this where he's shaming her. I feel like you need to love your partner just the way they are. And if they want to make some enhancements or improve themselves for the better, be there to support them, you know, rather than belittle them. Because at the end they think about it. When I look at my partner, that's the only, I don't know, maybe this is too much. Maybe I might not be right, or maybe what I'm saying is too much, but I feel like, especially when you're man and woman, you value your partner's opinion a lot. Like when you have a boyfriend or if that's your husband, you value their opinion a lot. So when they're saying stuff like that, I just think, who are you, mate? And then you look at them so different. Like, did us just say that to me? Like, you said that to me. How can you say that to your partner? I really do think words really stick and they hurt. And you're never going to forget that. So I know she's not going to forget that he said that to her with vim, with confidence as well. Like, nah, you deserve better than that. You deserve better than that. You deserve to be with someone that's going to treat you better than that. Like, that's so bottom feeder. Like, ugh. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the Reddit stories. I hope you guys just fuck with me in general. I do apologize because I'm moving a bit slow because, you know, I was a bit gone before, but now it's kind of like simmered down a bit. So I'm fine now. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please follow, share, whatever. Give it to your mom, your auntie. Stream it on every platform, wherever you get your podcast, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Guys, I'm fucking with this hair, man. Yeah, lace. We can see it's a wig. But I'm fucking with this hair. Like, got the... Stop playing.